Hello, YouTubers. Today is a rather big product as far as money is concerned. So I have purchased a Surface Pro 9. I didn't get the brand new model because it's still out of my price range, and I just want to let everything on the Snapdragon work right and see what the results are in a while. So I am upgrading from a Surface Pro 7, which I've had for about 5 years, maybe more. And the Surface Pro 7 has been fine. It's a bit limited. It's got a small amount of RAM and a smaller amount of storage. But other than that, it has served its purpose. So come with me as I now will set up my Surface Pro 9. And I'll give you some really early thoughts on it, but that's it. Well, here is my Microsoft Surface Pro 7. I've had it for at least 5 years. I believe it could be 6. I haven't been able to find my receipt. But anyway, as you could see, it's the tablet and the keyboard, and it's a lighted keyboard. I got this from Costco way back when, and it was a bundle. So I got both of these and a pen. So it was actually a really good bundle. Right now, it still works good. Not as fast as I would like anymore, and the battery is a little bit deteriorated over time. But it is still a nice working, good looking, by the way, tablet computer, or tablet. And with the keyboard, it becomes a 2-in-1. However, I'm now going the next step, as I mentioned, and here is the next step. I have purchased the Microsoft Surface Pro 9. And so I received this from Best Buy. I received it in, I think it was 3 days. I noticed stock was running out, by the way. So for whatever that may matter to any of you, stock was beginning to run down a bit on this. It was not very easy to find. And it's a bundle deal. And in a second, I'll show you the keyboard. And I have not opened it. All I did was I cut a piece of tape so I can easily open it. So we'll go through that in a second. Let me go get the keyboard and show you what that looks like. Here's the keyboard, and it says up on the upper right here that it's made for the Surface Pro 8 and 9, and also the Surface Pro X. I have not yet even taken the wrapping cellophane off of it, and so we're going to start with the actual Surface, but here is the Surface keyboard that I did purchase. Let's go ahead and open this box and see what we've got in here. And first things first, we'll take it off, take the top off. And I got the graphite color, as you could see here. I have 256 gigabytes of both memory and storage. I decided to do the i5 processor, the 12th generation Intel processor. Let's see what it looks like. I'll take it out this way. You could already see perhaps the camera is right up here. And here we go. As you can see, I mean, the box is very meticulous. And it has some icons here: power button, volume up, volume down, microphone location, Windows Hello, microphone, plug, and two adapters, both USB-Cs right here. And let's take it off. So this comes right off. And there it is. You cannot see anything other than my face reflecting in the camera, but there it is. And I'll open the kickstand. So there's the kickstand there. I don't see a slot anywhere for an SD card. That doesn't mean there isn't one, but the other one had it under the cover, the Pro 7. So there's step one, is we have it out. And let me take a second to show you the keyboard. I should mention on the back of the keyboard, it actually says that it is only sold as a bundle. And that's how I bought it at Best Buy. It was right around $1,000 at Best Buy. They say it was $440 off the regular price. And that could very well be. I've seen prices all over the place, especially as they're selling out of these for the newest Surface model. And let's see, there's nothing else really important on here, though I better check and make sure it's the correct color. So anyway, we will be looking at, I'm going to put this on the kickstand for now as we just look at what's in the rest of the box. So there it is on a kickstand. And in the box, we have something. That something is going to be, looks like a quick start guide to me. Oh, and it shows you what everything is, though it still doesn't show the bottom. So that's that. And this is going to be safety and regulations. So that's that. And continuing with this really nice box, it looks like the last thing is going to be the power adapter, right? And you could see here the plug. So the packaging is, I mean, it's going to last a whole long time if you need it to. I might use it to box up my my old one. So here's the adapter, the power supply. So you have your plug here, and you have the brick over here. Nice, by the way. It's kind of got no markings on it. It's pretty solid. It's got a hologram, I think, on the back. It's a Windows insignia on the back, and that's it. And of course, the Windows, I'm going to call it proprietary connector or charger, and you could see here. That's it right there. I know that on my Surface 7, with some USB-C cables, I was able to actually do a charge on the 7 Pro. So I don't know if this will do anything like it. So there we go with step one. We have opened the Surface Pro 9. All right, our next steps are coming up here. So there's the Surface 9 Pro, and I'm going to go ahead and attach the keyboard. A couple things about the keyboard. One is this glass touchpad. It's really nice. It's very, very comfortable, very smooth. And the keyboard itself is different in that it's much smoother than the one I had all the way around. It looks very nice. It feels sturdy, very, very sturdy, by the way. And I think this is going to be a pen rest up here that charges the pen. But again, I didn't get the pen. So let's see. These two notches here are what's going to fit into our Surface Pro 9. So let's begin so we could do the setup for you guys. Here we go. That snapped in really quickly, and I'm going to say easily. But anyway, it did snap in very nicely. So I have only charged it for a short period of time. I don't know quite how charged it is until I turn it on, which is up here. And this is the power switch here. And over here is the volume. So let's go. Here it comes. You see the Windows logo. I'll edit much of this out for you, but I think all the computer companies, including Microsoft, have gotten so much better at the initial setup of products, and we'll kind of see how this one does. So here we go. There's our white screen and the logo sound, or the Windows sound, I should say. And of course, we're going to go ahead here with English, United States. That's where I am. And yes, we're at the step now where it's looking for updates. So I will let that continue. We're connected to the internet. That was no problem whatsoever. And here comes that welcome screen. So we've been looking for that. And review the license agreement. And here we are restarting again. I think this is the third time. It's been about 8 minutes. Restoring from my previous Surface, I believe. So let's see what happens. I have set up Windows Hello. It took less than a second to click a button and have it all set. So that's done. I'm now going to link my phone and PC, which if you're a Android user, you can do. So that is what I'm going to do right now. This also took 1 second. I simply scanned the barcode and that was it. It is all set. All of the updates took right around 30 minutes. So there was a bunch of them. It's done all its restarts and everything. And now it's getting ready to really start up in Windows mode. So here we go. We'll see how it does. Let's continue a little bit more with the Surface Pro 9. First of all, it is slightly heavier and slightly thicker than the Surface Pro 7 that I have. However, I will tell you, to me, both of those feel very different to me. So when I'm using it, it feels to me like this is very heavy. And it also feels, when I put the keyboard on especially, that it's pretty thick. Again, if you look at the numbers, it's just slightly different, very, very slightly different. The keyboard, just for your info, the lighting is great when I am using it at night. The lighting is much, much better than the previous keyboard. It shows the exact letter or number that you need, just much better without glare underneath it or on the side of it. The travel, considering the depth of this, is just fine. I mean, it's really good, and the touchpad has been really good also. So the keyboard is to me is a big improvement, and the finish on it compared to the one I had for my Surface Pro 7, I think is going to stand up a whole lot more. Now the Surface 7 keyboard was fine for a long time and still is, except it really began not falling apart, that's a bad word, coming apart on the edges little by little. So that was an issue with that. So keyboard gets really high grades from me because I think it's just that good. And it's really solid, by the way, just really solid. Another thing here, I made a mistake early on with you. I don't know if I could show you this, but those two items there are the connectors that go into the actual Surface Pro 9. And they go on the bottom, and I was giving you wrong information that there is an HDMI, and I'll find out what the other one is. The fact is that underneath here, those are simply the connectors for the keyboard, nothing more. On the side here, you have on the one side, and as you're looking at it, using it, it would be on the right side, is the power for charging it, and nothing here, nothing. And then on this side, all we really have is two USB-C plugs here, and I mean, there's nothing else, which is kind of nice. It's not a whole lot of stuff. There's a camera on the front, and there's a camera on the back. I haven't used the cameras yet. I hardly ever use them. In a video conference, of course I will, so I'll check that out. Kickstand, really good. I mean, it's nice like all of the kickstands are. It works just fine. With the 256 gigabit storage, I don't need an SD card in it as I did in my Surface Pro 7, so there's just nothing else here. The screen itself is crystal clear. It's really sharp when you're looking at it, and it's really easy to use. So practical use for a couple of days has been really positive to me. I do mention it certainly feels heavier, and it feels thicker, which it is slightly, than the previous one. Not a big deal, as it has an operating system in it, but it's kind of noticeable. So far, of course, it's brand new, so I really like the fact of how quick it is, and how easy it is to maneuver around it. Windows 11 has the latest updates, and it looks really good. So there we go. Just a few other specifications for you that I hope will help. Let me summarize where I am right now on this, and if there's big changes that come up, I'll just do another video and then point to it from this one to let you know. The packaging, I mean, it's just top notch. It's great, and no problem at all there. Very easy. The setup was as simple as any product I've had that's a computer or a laptop or a desktop, whatever it happened to be. It really is very straightforward, and it kind of takes you step by step through everything. It took right around an hour, with a big chunk of that hour just being updates. And so my speed here is 350 megabytes per second download. So even with a fast download, there were a lot of updates to this. The feel is solid, very strong, a little bit heavy, just slightly thicker, but other than that, I mean, you know that this thing is really well built. It's just great. Early looking at it, whether it be the keyboard or the battery life or anything like that, are fine, but it's brand new, of course it is. So I haven't had any issues at all with it just yet. Lighting on the keyboard's good. I've mentioned a couple times, keyboard is really nice, this particular keyboard. So again, early on, I'm happy with it. And there's a resting area here for the pen, if you so decide to use it. And so that is pretty much where I am right now. It's a good replacement for the 7 that I had. very early. I like it, and it will be my go-to product. So thank you, Microsoft, for a good product. And I'm actually already looking forward to getting the Snapdragon version in the future, as I know that that's going to be a pretty good improvement on a bunch of specs. So thank you all for watching. And again, Best Buy bundle, and it was and the bundle was $440 off, and so therefore it was $1,000. I think it was 1,003 or something. But anyway, $1,000 free shipping. So for me, so I received it, and I think it was 2 days, if I remember right. And the only other thing I'll tell you is that there were not many left, which means the price is not going to stay low in any place right now with the inventory running out. Good luck to you.